Chris Pratt, ask me anything, I'm an open book, come get some. Hey Chris, you seem very down to earth. How has Hollywood not ruined you yet? Never forget where you came from. It can be difficult to maintain relationships with people from a previous workplace. I'd imagine even more so for those in your industry. What previous collaborator, if any, have you spent the most time with after rapping? James Gunn. Hey Chris. Who is your favorite actor? Anna Faris. What is the most useless skill you have? Rubik's Cube. Although it's not useless because I use it to help me run lines. Does your son still think you're a firefighter? No, he knows I'm an actor. But he thinks it's kind of stupid. Haha. I suppose he's right. What would you be probably doing had you not become an actor? If I hadn't become an actor in the way I did, being discovered by a director, plucked from obscurity, etc., I would have continued to pursue stand-up comedy. Probably would have tried to become an actor that way. To what extent would you consider Andy Dwyer to be based off yourself? Andy Dwyer is the personification of my comedic shtick. I have been making people laugh with that clown for years and years. Way before I ever did Parks and Rec. He not all of me. But I am all of him, if that makes any sense. Are there any roles you regret taking, not taking? No regrets. Ever. They all led me to here. Could Johnny Karate beat Star-Lord in a fight? Not alone. But with his band of child ninjas, it would be close. Anna Faris from Scary Movies or Anna Faris from The House Bunny? Wow. That's a good question. Like a kiss, marry, kill thing? Trick question. I'd marry and kiss them all. And I did. Would you and Eminem ever do a song together? He's been after me for years to do a song. Wait, no? He doesn't know I exist? Oh. Well. Probably not. Simply because he wouldn't do it. Haha. But I'd buy his cologne if he had one. What is your favorite song to absolutely rock out to? Favorite song to cry to? To rock out to. Pantera vulgar display of power to cry to. Pantera vulgar display of power. What can we expect in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? Bigger and better in every way. Hey Chris, big fan here. What do you miss most about working on Parks and Rec? What was the hardest part about working on Passengers? I miss the cast and crew. I miss my friends. I miss the commute. I miss the fact it was a steady gig, all comedy, and took me 7 minutes to get to work. The hardest part of working on Passengers would be the schedule. There were only 2 of us primarily through the whole shoot and we worked incredibly long hours. I was homesick a lot of the time. It was a grind. How has your past as an overweight, comedic character played influenced your growth as an actor, especially now that you're considered one of the sexiest Hollywood stars? No vanity in comedy, understanding the element of my job in where I am a prop. I was confident and in good shape when I first came to Lib, but nobody would cast me in any well-written roles. People assumed based on my looks I was an asshole and a one-trick pony. I only auditioned to play the douchebag characters. My audition material would be like, Bradley, 24, you hate him immediately. Int. Locker room. Bradley looks to our hero, squints his eyes, runs his hands through his thick gelled and frosted tipped hair and says, "Fuck you pussy." That would be my audition. Fuck you pussy. Welcome to the OC bitch. They never let me improv or do comedy. It wasn't until I built a schlubby exterior, which stood in stark contrast to my inner confidence, that people gave me room to play. 15 years ago you were living in your van on a beach in Hawaii, jobless, listening to Dre's 2001 every day. Do you ever miss anything about those days? Simpler times, being able to go anywhere you want without fear of paparazzi, etc. That was such an amazing time in my life. There are elements I miss. Perhaps most of all, uncertainty. If you could have played any character from a film ever, who would you pick? Jim Preston. Passengers opens December 21st. Thanks guys, that's my time. You're awesome man. Got any guilt or just general thoughts for taking this sweet lead role in Passengers, considering Keanu Reeves had been trying to get the script made for like 6 to 7 years? Keanu Reeves is awesome. John Wick is the shit. He's been killing it for so long. And he's a great humanitarian. Will you and your wife ever do a movie together where you're both leading? I think you're both talented and would make an exceptional screen team. Yes, we will. I am a huge PJ fan and loved that Andy was also. Was that your idea or the writer's idea? Are you a big fan? Love Pearl Jam. Growing up in Washington, I have a very real connection to that music. I was at an impressionable time when it hit. So it will always have a place in my heart. Was it difficult to control the raptors on the set of Jurassic World? Did you have any prior training in order to not get hurt by them? It must have been pretty scary. Was it scary? I bet it was. Haha. Yes. It's amazing I made it out alive. The sequel shoots in a few months. I already have nervous diarrhea, diarrhea, how the fuck do you spell that? Anyways. Yeah. I am probably gonna die on the sequel. I'm going to make a change.org petition to make you fat again. Will you sign it? My wife would. Haha. Hey Chris. I've been a big fan of yours since Parks and Rec. Just a quick question, who did you have more fun acting as, Andy Dwyer or Peter Quill? Thanks for taking the time out to do this. More fun? Andy Dwyer. We got to do whole scenes, over and over. It was more stage play. Lots of improv. Guardians of the Galaxy is so fun to watch, don't get me wrong, but making it can be excruciatingly slow and painstaking. When you have so many elements working at once, you might spend all day shooting a piece of the movie that will last 10 seconds. Hi Chris. Would you be willing to play my wife in a biopic I'm shooting for myself? You would have to wear a wig and have sex with me. Yes. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss more awesome videos.